Right now, President Biden is touring the storm damage across the Southeast left behind by Hurricane Helene. And right now, the devastation is turning to desperation in some of the communities hardest hit, including the mountainous towns further north across the Carolinas. Stunning video shows one man using a large mirror to flag down a passing helicopter in a wooded area that was cut off from the rest of the world. Correspondent Brooke Schaefer is live for us in one of the hardest hit parts of North Carolina. Brooke, what are you witnessing on the ground there today?
Well, it's really remarkable here, Nichole, because you're starting to see the helpers in the midst of all of the destruction and devastation here in Asheville, North Carolina. Behind me, you're actually looking at now a group of volunteers, people who are coming out here. Mind you, a lot of these people don't have power or cell phone service themselves, but they are coming out here getting ready to go out and conduct welfare checks for people who haven't been able to get in touch with their loved ones nearly a week after Hurricane Helene came through this area. We just spoke with a volunteer moments ago. Here's what he told us.
Cell phone coverage, and they're having to physically. A lot of people still don't have cell phone coverage, and they're having to physically go and knock on doors, and we're looking to make sure that they're okay, or are they ill? Do they need medicines? Do they need food? Or maybe even worse.
And I just spoke with a volunteer off camera. He told me this group alone has received over 15,000 inquiries from loved ones who have not been able to get in touch with people here in this area after the storm. Yesterday, he said alone, they were able to get in touch with 3,500 people. Now, keep in mind, a lot of the people that are still unaccounted for might not have cell phone service to be able to call their loved ones. That is a lot of what they are seeing, but still the groups, as they are going through a little orientation, getting ready to head out and do those welfare checks, they are being told to prepare for the worst and potentially come across people who may have lost their lives in this storm. Nichole?
And Brooke, we do know that search and rescue is still happening in other parts of the state today. What else do we know?
Yeah, we know that fire departments in places like Black Mountain, North Carolina, they are still going door to door, doing these welfare checks as well, checking on people who haven't been able to make contact with their loved ones. Yesterday, the governor of North Carolina said that so far, more than 1,400 people have been rescued recently across the state of North Carolina. A lot of supplies and rescues are coming in, and they are happening a lot by helicopter to these places that still have blocked roads, places that still can't be reached yet. But even in some spots, we know that these supplies, these much needed resources are even coming in by mule. Some of these places that can't be reached by helicopter or by car just yet. Even still today, though, Nichole, we are only still starting to see the bigger picture of the terror that these communities witnessed. This new video showing a group of people in North Carolina. They were standing in chest-deep water in a home in Hendersonville. The group saying that the water in that home rose in minutes. Now, that group was rescued, and they are okay today. But of course, there is still so much concern across the state of North Carolina for people who are still unaccounted for. The death toll from this storm across the Southeast now climbing to about 200 people. Nichole?
Yeah, we hate to hear that. And that video just so unbelievable there. Brooke Schaefer live on the ground for us there in North Carolina. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your screen. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.